Good evening, everyone. It is February 27th, 2023, just around midnight. And what you're looking at is a 4-hour chart of the ES. You can see we spiked up towards that 40, 15 to 30s area today, and then we had a sell the rest of the day, eventually closing the gap up that we had. After Friday's close, I was thinking we might have a gap up Monday just because that was such a tight range Friday. And it didn't seem like it would be too hard to get back inside this balance, which would be a gap up, and then we could test that 40-30-ish area, that 40-15 to 30 pivot area, and then come back down and close the gap, which is what we end up having. News-wise, tomorrow we do have consumer confidence at 10 o'clock, and I think we might have one smaller Fed individual talking, but really not too much news. Wednesday ISM, Thursday unemployment, Friday some more ISM stuff. Now for tomorrow, what am I looking at? Well, today, what we had was we had quite a choppy open. This is a 15-minute chart. We chopped around at the open, ramped up, distributed at the highs, and you can just see that by this trend move. We kind of knocked out the overnight high from this Thursday night session. Knocked out this overnight high. Couldn't get over this 25 area, which has been some sort of resistance area in general since coming into here last Tuesday. And then we started to distribute around that point of control from Thursday's RTH session. And then we had the flush back into VWAP around 05s. And then we tried to get lower after rejecting 06s. We tried to fill the gap a couple times, couldn't do it, didn't really accumulate much at the lows, came back up towards VWAP, I think this is the external trading hours at 02, sold off, came back up to the RTH VWAP around 04-ish, and then sold off into the gap close before closing around 88-ish. So for tomorrow, this is our last session of the month. I was hoping we would get into 3,900, although it looks like we're going to close this month with an even smaller range relative to January. So we're going to close off this month probably with a 260 to, I don't know, maybe 280 point range. I doubt we get that 90 point sell now that I'm looking for down to 3,900. Instead, it looks like we're just kind of churning in this area. So, how am I going to be trading this for tomorrow? Well, it depends on where we open. If we open above, I will be looking for longs down here. If we open below, I will be looking for shorts, especially at that gap close. If we get a gap down, I'll be looking for a short around 88. So overall, what I'll be looking to do is get a short alpha of 06, just that prior week's point of control, which was a critical level today. I want to see them run these stops here. I want to see it kind of reject that value area high from the session. So see it reject 09, come back below 06, hit it short, and see us try and move again into this lows of balance area, kind of these 80s, this 80 to 90 area. Up above, again, I want to see them run the high of the day. So I should actually fix this after. I would like to see them get at least 20.75. So just the auction point of control here. That's all that is. So I'd like to see that. I'm going to slide this up towards 22s really. That seems to be the better number here. Maybe something like that. I'll have to figure out a specific number here, but I do like something like this, 22 half. So I will be looking to short 15 quarter, just the full external trading hours from last week, that point of control there, and then waiting for a high of the day run and getting short 22s. Now to the downside, I do want to be long 86s. That'll be after they tag 84 settlement lows, as well as I think value area low in the day is at 87, and then you got the day's close at 88 half. This number may change based on how we're trading. 88 half might be the better spot. Let's see if we slide it up to here. 88 quarter, 88 half. It might be the better number for us, but for now, I'm going to roll with the one that I've been liking, which is 86 half. It got a great bid at 12.20, and that is where we auctioned around before moving up into the close. I think if you ran a fixed volume profile here, just from this low, so if you were to say this was your critical resistance kind of area, this 88 number, if you ran it until we cleared that 88, you can see the point of control coming in at 86.75, so right around our 86 half level. So what I want to see is just that run into settlement lows, see it held, move back above, and get that reversion in towards whatever you could call the middle of our balance. I don't know. What does the middle look like? 4,000-ish, 4,001. That's the week's half back. Prior week's half back, 0175. So kind of a reversion back towards 4,000. Below that, I do want to be long 75. This has been a nice level going back to last week. We had a nice had some nice chop around here, but you can see the wicks really selling off that 75 and holding again, and it was a nice level. I think going back to here, yeah, this January session as well. So I'd like to be long 75s after we get a breach of this overnight low from Sunday, and then down below, if we do open down, I do want to be short 72s after a gap close of that 78s. Down below again, want to be long after they run that weekly low. So after prior week's low, I just want to be long after they run the stops. Run it where the auction POC was around that 52 quarter. Maybe the better number is 50. Not too sure. We'll see. And then down below again, just looking for these look below and fails. 40 quarter, waiting for 40 quarter to be tagged, taking 43s, and 39.18 is a spot I do want to be limit bid. But that's how I'm looking at this range here. And again, I do want to be short 40-30s. I think it's kind of the last major spot to get short. Above there, looking for look above and fails at 57. I will be probably limit short at 75s, and then fading around monthly VWAP around 40.94 and that gap close at 40.98. So anyway, that's how I'm looking at this range. I think we're going to stay within something like this for tomorrow. So that's how I'll be playing it. Just long for these look below and fails for all of them. Shorting that 72. If we do get the gap down, I'll be looking for a short of 72s or 73s, somewhere around there. And then shorting look above and fails as well for all these shorts. And then being likely limit offered around 30 to 34 area. Hope that helps. Hope that makes sense. Any updates to this will be posted pre-market to Twitter per usual. Have a great night and trade safe.